Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you exactly how to upload your book on Amazon so that your book can be live on the Amazon website. We're going to be using the KDP or the Kindle Direct Publishing website to upload our book. Now before you even think of uploading your book on Amazon, make sure these three factors have been ticked. Now the first is make sure you have an account with KDP. Make sure you've already created an account with the KDP website. Now, if you don't have an account yet, you don't have to worry because it is simple to do so and it is also free. All you need is your email address and you can simply create an account on the website. I'm going to leave in the link of the tutorials where I show you how to create a KDP account in the description box of this video. The next factor to make sure it is ticked is that you have created and formatted your book following the KDP guideline. If you don't follow the KDP guidelines when creating and formatting your book, then your book might not and will not be accepted to be published on Amazon. If you want to see a step-by-step tutorials on how to create and format your book following KDP guideline, I'm going to also leave the link of the tutorials in the description box. The last but not the least factor to tick out is your book cover. Again, you have to make sure when creating your book cover, you follow the KDP guideline for a book cover. I'm also going to leave the link of that tutorials in the description box so you can go check that out. Alright, so once you have these factors ticked, the next step is to upload your book onto Amazon. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is to go to Google and type in KDP, and then you're going to click this first link, which is Kindle Direct Publishing. And then you're going to land on your own page, right? So you can see some of the books I've already published. Next, click the create button and you're going to land here. Now you're going to decide which type of book you would want to upload. Is it a Kindle, an ebook, or a paperback book, or a hardcover book? Now for this video, we're going to uploading a paperback book. So we're going to go ahead to click on create paperback. It's going to take us here. Now we're going to need to fill out this information, and the first one is language. We're going to leave it in English, and then next is our book title, and I'm going to write down my book title here. So I'm going to be uploading a Bible study journal. All right, next we're going to go ahead to skip out the optional part, which is subtitle, also the series edition number. We're going to skip that out, and then next is the author's name. You're going to type in your first and last name. And then next is contributors. There are no contributors, so I'm going to also leave that out. And the next most important part is the description. And right here, we're going to be using ChatGPT to help us to create the perfect product description for our book, right? So I'm going to ask ChatGPT, I'm going to type in this prompt and I asked ChatGPT to act as a KDP product description writer, and we're going to ask it to write us a compelling product description for our Bible study journal. All right, so once it has given us our script, we're going to go ahead to copy it up. And then we're going to go and do some manual form editing of the text, because remember, ChatGPT is still a robot and it's not going to be 100% humanly. So the text is not going to sound humanly. So there are times when you need to do the editing. And then once you have done that, you're going to come back here and paste your script here. And then we're going to go to the next step, which is the publishing rights. We're going to choose I own copyright and publishing right for this book. Now, if you want to choose, if you go ahead to choose public domain, it means that anybody can do whatever they like with your book. They can reprint it, resell it without necessarily getting permission from you. Next is, does your book contains any sexually explicit images or titles? We're going to go for no. And then we're going to go for the next one, is the reading age. So this is where you're going to decide what is the minimum and maximum age of the readers who are allowed to read your book. Next is the primary marketplace, and we're going to leave that as amazon.com. And the next is the categories. Click on choose categories, and you're going to choose the category based on the book, the type of book that you are selling. So we're going to choose, you need to choose at least 3 categories right here. All right, so once you're done selecting your categories, scroll down and then click save categories. And then next we're going to click on either one of these. Because I'm uploading a journal, or if you're uploading a journal, a notebook, then click on the first one. If you're uploading like a storybook, a large print book, click on the second. Then next is the keyword. Now this is where you're going to place all the most search keywords for the type of book that you are selling, so that it will help Amazon recommend your book to the people that are searching for those type of books. Again, we're going to be using the help of ChatGPT to help us give us some keywords. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT to list down the most searched keywords for this type of books. Again, you can do more research on keywords because it's going to really help the platform, the Amazon platform, to suggest your book to people, right? So this is where you do some little bit of search engine optimization. So you're going to do some research and you're going to bring out some keywords. But right now I'm going to be using ChatGPT to help me bring out some, these down the most searched keywords for this type of journals. All right, so after I'm done, I'm going to copy out the keywords and then I place them into Amazon. All right, next is the publication date, and we're going to leave that as publication date and release date are the same. And then next, we're going to go ahead for the release date. Now we want our book to be published immediately, so we're going to select the second one and leave it like that, and then just click save. All right, it's going to take us to the next step, and we're going to start with the ISBN. Now, ISBN basically means International Standard Book Number. Now, this is a number that is assigned to every book so that it can be easily identified or located on Amazon website. Now, we're going to let Amazon assign us a number. If you already have an ISBN number, you can also assign it to your book, but we're going to let Amazon assign us one. Now we'll move ahead to the print option. Now this is where you're going to decide how you want your book, the interior of your book, to be printed. Now you can choose this black and white. That is all, the interior is going to be printed as a black and white, as you can see. Or if you want like a standard color where it maintains the interior colors of your book, then you can also choose that, right? So but we're going to leave it as the standard color because we'll have some colors that we want it to look beautiful, the colors within our book. But take note that when you choose the standard color, your royalties are going to be less than the one with just black and white, right? Because it costs a lot more when printing a standard color book. All right, we'll go to the next step, which is the page size. Our page size is a 6x9, and then the bleed is a no bleed book, and then the paperback, we're going to leave it as mate. Now for a glossy book is basically this type of books that has like this glass like slippery feel, right? So a mate book is more cheaper to make than a glossy book. So again, if you want to choose here, you choose knowing that a glossy book was going to be more expensive to create, and your royalties or the amount of money that you're going to make as royalty is not going to be as much as compared to a made paperback book. All right, next is to upload your book. So right here, click on upload manuscript and you're going to upload your book. I'm going to grab my book from my laptop. Remember, it has to be a PDF format, right? So grab the book and upload it here. All right, next is to upload your book cover. It gives you an option where you can create a book cover directly on the website, but we already have a book cover. So click here, upload our book cover, and then click the upload button and then grab the PDF book cover here. All right, the next part is the AI generated content. Did you use AI to generate any of your contents, maybe to create your ebook, the images, the interior? So you're going to answer this question here, right? So it's pretty much explanatory. And if you do not use it, just click none and you can just go to the next step, which is previewing the book. When you click on that, it's going to show you a preview of how the book is going to appear. If there's any error, it's going to signal here. As you can see, there's an error here and it tells you the pages where the errors are, right? So you need to go back again and adjust those pages before you come back, and then you re-upload it back on KDP. So as you can see, the little blue and red lines are, you can see that it shows exactly where the errors are. So as you can see, there's a text on the blue, right? So the text on the blue box is outside of the margin, so I need to correct that. Right now, we're going to go back again to our formatting software and format the book. So before, when you want to upload your book on Amazon, make sure you don't just go and delete the book after you've converted it to PDF, right? So I'm going to go back to my formatting software and format the book, and then come back here on Amazon and re-upload it. Now, the great thing about Amazon is that whenever you come back, you can just start, you can continue from where you stopped, right? So you can see this is where I stopped, and I'm back here. I'm going to go back to upload manuscript and then grab the corrected formatted option, and then I'm going to bring it here, and then I do the preview, and let's see if the errors have been corrected. All right, so we're going to scroll down and click on launch preview to see if there is any other error that we need to adjust. All right, so you see there are no errors indicated. The only thing is that it says fonts are not properly embedded, which is not even a big deal. So you can now save it and you can go to the next step. To save, click on the yellow button down below, and then we're going to scroll down again here, and then just click on the save button. Oops, we'll need to go back again and then answer the AI generated question, right? So we're going to just click on this, just make sure you tick on this, and then you can continue. All right, so the next step is to set pricing for our book. We're going to start with territories, and we're going to leave it like that. Okay, so there's no need changing that. Then the primary marketplace, Amazon.com, we're going to also leave that. And next is the pricing, right? So it's going to give you the required the minimum amount that you need to set pricing. All right, you're also going to see the royalties. That's how much you're going to be making based on the price that people are going to buy the book, right? So we're going to come here. Based on the minimum, you cannot set pricing for this book less than what they have said here. It can either be more or the same. So we're going to set the pricing, and then you also have to check out your royalties, how much you'll be making once someone buy the book. You can also scroll down to see how much the book is going to be sold in different currencies across the different Amazon branches across the world, right? So once you have set your price, all you need to do is to just save it, and your book is going to be under review for like 3 days. But for this book, it took just 24 hours for them to review and then approve the book, and it was live on the Amazon website, right? So if you follow, I think if you follow up this, if you follow these steps and you do everything, you format your book correctly as per the guidelines, and then your book is going to be easily approved for publishing on the Amazon website. All right, guys, so that is how you can easily publish your book on the Amazon website. By the way, guys, if you're interested, all of these journals are live and they're on sale. So if you want to buy a Bible study journal, then I'm going to leave the link of the journals in the description box. So that is another way you can support this channel and support the movement. All right, guys, so that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found some value out of it. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet. Also share the video to those you know might find it useful. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.